He was right.
Yeah, truly right.
That's all for now. I'm Lester Holt. Thanks for joining us.
Today is now a podcast, available every morning. Listen wherever you get your podcasts.
From your local weather authority.
I'm Chief Meteorologist AJ Fox. A lot of clouds, a lot of rain for Northern California. The satellite picture shows that San Francisco up through Sacramento have been getting hit with a fire hose that's otherwise known as an atmospheric river, and it just hasn't come into our viewing area just yet. Just kind of staying away. We're getting some areas of showers up in the mountain areas, but on the valley floor staying dry this entire time, so we have all zeros as far as the rain is concerned. Our temperatures are going to be on the warm side. We're at 68 degrees right now in Fresno, so because of that cloud cover, it's not cooling off very fast. Several warnings to mention to you. We have a winter storm warning in effect, a flash flood watch, a flood advisory to the north, and also wind advisory on the west side of the valley that is still in effect. The heavy rain will be with us later tonight and through the day on Monday. I'll have your complete forecast coming up. KC 24 News at 11 starts right now.
Local news that matters. This is KC 24 News at 11.
There is a potential that there could be debris flow, creeks overrising some of the roads, mudslides.
Mother Nature on our doorstep, a powerful storm hitting the valley later tonight. Evacuation watches and warnings now in place. Good evening. Thanks for joining us. I'm Alexandre Balakian.
And I'm Stephanie Berugian. KC 24 is your local weather authority. And tonight, the Fresno County Sheriff's Office and the National Weather Service have decided to put the entire Creek Fire burn scar area into evacuation warning status. An evacuation order has been issued for Big Creek Canyon from below Big Creek to the San Joaquin River. Lieutenant Kathy Curtis with the Fresno Sheriff's Office. The most concern, she anticipates water rising higher and flowing faster due to the loss of vegetation. County residents can check their risk levels and evacuation zones on a new interactive map.
Been really monitoring every single rain event that's come into the Creek Fire burn scar since we had the Creek Fire. And right now what we're seeing is this is looking like the biggest one that we've had.
It's all hands on deck for the Fresno County Sheriff's Office, bracing for this massive rainstorm. Staffing will be boosted for the duration of the storm.
Well, it looks like we're looking at quite a bit of rainfall up into the northern parts of California right now. This is live radar that we're looking at, and it looks like a large carpet. All of that yellow area indicates the more moderate showers. I can do what's called a query, where I just click in a particular area. Right near Modesto, it's raining at nearly an inch per hour. Right in San Francisco, it's raining at 1.5 inches per hour. A little bit closer to us, we got a couple areas, a couple of dots of green. You can see these areas right by the Fresno area where we're getting a light showers, some more moderate showers up into the mountain areas, and that's about it. But it just really hasn't gotten started for the valley floor. It will get started later on, and that means tonight and through tomorrow. Looks like more than 1 inch of rain, not just for Fresno, but several valley spots. And this is just basically within the next 18 hours. So 1 inch of rain in that short a time. It's definitely going to be an issue of flooding on the valley floor and in the mountain areas too. I'll have your complete forecast in just a few minutes. Alex on.
AJ, thanks. Well, look at this. Mother Nature packing a punch in Northern California today. Multiple trucks turning over on the Richmond-San Rafael Bridge as heavy rain and intense winds slammed the Bay Area. A big rig on its side. A second vehicle, which appears to be a trailer as well, also on its side there. At one point, the front end of a third car blew over. No other details were immediately available there. And in San Francisco, extreme weather caused major damage in the city this morning. A scaffold collapsed at the intersection around 9 this morning, leaving large amounts of debris along the street. Thankfully, no one was hurt here. In other parts of the city, the residents had to be evacuated over threats of fallen trees. Others were told to secure outdoor items and structures that could be loose.
In Fresno, a 30-year-old man died after he was thrown from his car during a crash early this morning. It happened just before 4 on Highway 99, just north of State Route 180. Officers say a driver of a Jaguar veered onto the right shoulder and overturned. He wasn't wearing a seatbelt and was thrown from his car, landing on the highway, where he was hit by 2 passing cars. Each of those drivers stayed on scene. Officers are still trying to determine if drugs or alcohol played into this. The man's name has not been released. Funeral services will be held tomorrow for Toa Malama Scanlon, a Fresno County Sheriff's corrections officer who was shot in the lobby of the Fresno jail several years ago. Private funeral services will be held before the public event at the Save Mart Center. The procession is expected to arrive at the Save Mart Center at 10 a.m. and will be open to the public. The family is encouraging guests to wear white attire. Proof of vaccination is not required, but there will be COVID safety protocols in place. The funeral procession is expected to leave the Save Mart Center at around noon.
All right, still to come, a local violinist hits the big time.
And I got a surprise call to play with Genuine at the end of the night. So I got to play Pony with Genuine. That's like the coolest. And so today we're following it up with an album signing.
Patrick Contreras basking in the spotlight tonight.
Your weather headlines: rain and wind overnight, and that will continue into Monday. Skies will clear quite a bit on Tuesday. The rest of the week will get warmer each day. Your 4-day allergy forecast brought to you by Boz Allergy will be in the low range through the week. Elm and juniper the predominant pollens, and I'll have your complete forecast as KC 24 News continues.
There's only one certified most accurate weather team.
A couple of days, but a cool down is definitely coming our way.
Certified by Weather Rate, an independent agency rating every forecast every day. Local Weather Authority is certified most accurate. Don't trust just any source for local weather. Trust us, because accuracy matters. The only certified accurate team, Central California's most accurate forecast every day on KC24.
Want to take your combo for an Adult Swim? 8 limited edition collectibles from all your favorite shows. It's the only part of your meal you won't want to eat. Collect them all as part of the Adult Swim meal. Only at Carl's Jr. Feed your happy.
Expand your universe at Legends Comics and Games, the Valley's biggest comic book stores, packed with new and vintage comics, figures and Gundam models, toys and collectibles, dice, card and board games, and retro video games. Legends Comics and Games in Fresno and Clovis. Stay legendary.
The wait is finally over. Shen Yun returns to the stage with an all-new production filled with beauty, majesty, and a powerful Discover this season. Coming to Williams Soroyan Theater, October 30th and 31st. Tickets at shenyun.com/Fresno.
Who reach into a car salted McDonald's and perfectly salted McDonald's world famous fries and return with just one. Who are you? And how do you do that?
Mix and match 2 of your favorites for just $3.50, like a McDouble, a McChicken, or a hot and spicy McChicken, and pair it with a $1 any size Dr. Pepper.
BBB Business Profiles helped me find a new mechanic. How? Their profiles are some of the most comprehensive and unbiased listings online. Thanks, BBB. Better Business Bureau. Check before you buy.
Honey just got its own stinger. Sweet heat drizzled over hand-breaded chicken, crispy bacon, and melty Swiss. This honey has some bite. The new hot honey hand-breaded chicken sandwich at Carl's Jr. Feed your happy.
Now, AMS certified Chief Meteorologist AJ Fox with your local Weather Authority forecast.
Well, if you were watching Sunday Night Football earlier and the rain was coming down on the game in San Francisco, would you believe I did some checking? They got a full inch of rain just during the game. We haven't had a drop. 71 was our high today, morning low of 59, so we were warmer and cooler than normal, depending upon what number you were looking at. We didn't get a single drop of rain. Really disappointed with that. We're still ahead so far for the season, and tomorrow we're going to make a lot of progress with some more rainfall as far as those numbers are concerned. A lot of clouds today. That's why our temperatures only got into the lower 70s for today. This is time-lapse photography from our own studios, and our skies that were clouds kept our temperatures warm, and they're keeping them warm still. 68 degrees now after a high temperature of 71 today. All zeros for rainfall. These will all be different numbers to look at tomorrow. The wind is still strong, 15 miles per hour in Fresno. Look at Merced, 21, 29 mile per hour winds in Lemoore. 40 mile per hour winds in some areas. A couple of dots of green showing up on the valley floor. Some areas of yellow around Oakhurst, meaning that it's more moderate showers, but the heavier rain, that is this carpet going across the bay and into Sacramento. And a little area of blue. So they're relatively high snow levels right now, about 10,000 feet. It'll dip to about 8,000 feet as this gets closer to us. This is the cyclone, otherwise known as low pressure, and they've been calling it a bomb cyclone to get you to click on whatever they put up in their website. But what it means is 24 millibar drop in pressure in 24 hours. Likely to happen around Seattle and Portland as this low gets in, maybe even around Vancouver, depending upon the path of this storm system. It's not going to happen like that for us, but we got a lot of rain, and we have our own problems that we're having to deal with as this system gets a little bit closer to us. We still have flash flood warnings in the northern part of the Sierra, flash flood watches that extend quite a bit further to the south, flood warnings on the eastern Sierra, what's called a flood watch for a good portion of Northern California, and a flood advisory in the same areas. All of those are different types of flood statements from the most severe to the least severe. The winter storm warning, that's in effect for areas above 8,000 feet where there could be as much as 4 feet of new snow. But again, the snow level starts pretty high. High wind warning, again, eastern Sierra, the wind advisory on the valley floor, on the eastern side, excuse me, the western side of the valley floor. Put them all together and it's quite a mess. To 24 hours. The whole system pulling through will give us the areas of rainfall and a quick look at how much rainfall we're going to be talking about. These are forecast models, mind you, but more than an inch of rain for Fresno, Madera, Merced, Visalia, Porterville. Half inch of rain, though, in Hanford, Lemoore, 4/10, 4 inches plus around Oakhurst. So we're talking about a good amount of rainfall. Your renewable solar forecast, well, that's going to be very low on Monday, but clearing skies allow the numbers to recover a little bit through midweek. Tonight, the rain comes in. The wind will be strong. 59 will be the overnight low. 59 will be the overnight low. The high temperature will only be 60 degrees tomorrow. As the rain continues, it'll clear up late in the afternoon. Southeast wind up to 15 miles per hour will turn to the northwest later on in the day. Clearing skies on Tuesday allow our temperatures to come up. We're going to be in the upper 60s on Wednesday and then the lower 70s Thursday, mid 70s as we get into the weekend. That's reasonably close to normal. And as far as rain is concerned, once we're done with the rain tomorrow, that'll be it for a while. Your regional forecasts are available on our website at yourcentralvalley.com. So please go check it out there. But real flooding could be a problem, not only for the mountain areas where they're talking about burn scars, but flooding on the streets of Fresno, an inch in just 12 hours or 18 hours, that's a lot.
Be careful on the roads.
Yeah.
First big rain.
Right.
Never fun on the roads.
It's just got to get started.
Right, right.
We're
Thank
waiting.
you, AJ.
Time to check in with Scott Bemis.
All right, Scott, what do you got coming up in sports?
Guys, we're going to look back at a memorable Saturday night for Lorenzo Neal at Bulldog Stadium. Plus, the Raiders look impressive once again as Derek Carr comes close to breaking an NFL record Sunday. That's next at Sports Central.
Stay informed of wildfire impacts with FutureCast smoke forecasts. Forecasting hazardous conditions ahead of the danger. See it on KC24 News, yourcentralvalley.com, and app. KC24, your local weather authority.
I'm ready to buy your car today at FresnoLexus.com.
I was born in Los Angeles. And I found that what kids from the country and kids from the city have in common is that we're all on this journey to being the best us we can be. Morning in America has this very unique opportunity. We get to do something that's never been done before. And I know people think, oh, it could be so different about news, but when you actually go to the root of what people need, that hope, that's something that you can get hooked on. I want people to get hooked on Morning in America.
Morning. 6 a.m. here on 109.3.
Thanks.
We're gonna...
Night.
Good night.
Night.
Mix and match 2 of your favorites for just $3.50 and pair it with a $1 any size Dr. Pepper.
I'm Mike Osborne with OsborneHomes.com, and I want to buy your house. I'll make you an as-is cash offer on your house within 24 hours. Whether it's a total fixer-upper or in perfect condition, OsborneHomes.com is the easiest way to sell your house. When you sell your house to OsborneHomes.com, there's no fees, no commissions, no banks, and no for a free, no obligation cash offer 24 hours a day. That's OsborneHomes.com.
Mystique Medical Spa's biggest sale of the year is online. Right now, get 25% off all of their products and services, including Cool Sculpting, Botox Cosmetic, Juvederm, laser hair removal, and much more. Get the services you want at the best prices of the year. See the savings and shop now at MystiqueMedicalSpa.com. Your purchases never expire, so lock in the savings and buy now. Mystique Medical Spa, because you deserve the best.
Oh, that spin class was brutal. Well, you can try using the Buick's massaging seat.
Ooh, yeah, that's nice. Can I use Apple CarPlay to put some music on?
Sure, it's wireless.
What's your Buick's Wi-Fi password?
It's Buick Envision.
That's a really tight spot. I used to hate parallel parking.
Me too.
The all-new Buick Envision, built around you, all of you. Pay no interest for 72 months. Plus, current eligible Buick owners get $250 purchase allowance on 2021 Buick SUV models.
Midland Tractor has a history of partnering with local growers. We bring the latest technology to our customers and provide on-site training and startup with the promise to stay until your equipment is performing as it should. Midland Tractor Equipment Solutions, guaranteed.
Now, Sports Central, presented by Toyota.
So far, so good for the resurgent Raiders in the post-John Gruden era. Only days after his resignation last week, Las Vegas went to Denver and dominated the Broncos. And they kept rolling Sunday against the Eagles. Despite falling behind 7-0 early second quarter, Carr finds Foster Moreau, who was filling in for the injured Darren Waller. 4 different Raiders would score touchdowns, including running back Josh Jacobs. Here, they scored 30 straight points at one point. Carr throws for 323, completes 31 of 34, then 91.1 completion percentage, the second best single game percentage in NFL history with a minimum of 30 attempts. They're now 5-2 after the 30.
Coach Gruden would walk in a room, all eyes are on him, you know, and when we lost that, someone has to fill that void, and it's not only me, but obviously as the quarterback and leader, I've been here a while. I'm just trying to do everything I can to encourage, uplift, and motivate our guys.
At Fresno State, Devontae Adams caught a first quarter touchdown pass from Aaron Rodgers. It was the 65th career touchdown for the ex-Bulldog, tied for the 3rd most in Packers history. He's now 2nd in Packers history on the all-time list for career receptions. The 6-1 Pack win 24-10. The weather coming our way hits Sunday Night Football in Santa Clara. The 2-3 Niners desperate for a win here. Down 8 early in the 4th. Jimmy G to Deebo Samuel. But the ensuing 2-pointer would fail, and after a Jimmy G interception, Michael Pittman, the son of the former Bulldog running back, makes an athletic play to salt this one away. The Colts win 30-18. The Niners have dropped 4 straight now. Meantime, in the college ranks, Fresno State stayed right in the hunt for the West Division title in the Mountain West with a 34-32 win over Nevada Saturday night. Now, the Dogs led for almost the entire game, getting an efficient night from Jay Kaner and 130. With almost all of those yards coming after Ronnie Riffers suffered a lower leg injury on a long touchdown run late in the first quarter. Now, the game still got tight late, and the Dogs had to survive a tying 2-point conversion attempt with 2 seconds left on the clock, but survive they did, moving to 6-2 overall.
Resiliency and a lot of fight
And, you know, this is probably one of the games where we played with a lead and finished, you know. And so there's a little bit different way of winning every game.
Wasn't thinking about it nor thought about if I had 100 yards or not. You know, I just took every play and tried to execute, you know, what I had to do.
Thought it was a great team win. We came out, we ran the ball well, and did enough in the pass game to get it done. So we made it close at the end, but just happy to get a win. It's awesome.
By the way, we should know more about the severity of Ronnie's injury after Monday's press conference. And speaking of great Bulldog running backs, one of the best, Lorenzo Neal, had his number 22 retired by the program Saturday night in a special ceremony at halftime.
Counter. Lorenzo Neal hit by Hollandquist at the 35. It's a first down for the Bulldogs.
Unbelievable, just thought process of where you're at today. You know, when you're in that moment and you think about, can something like this happen? You just go through when you're playing the game. You don't think about this ever happening. You're just playing it for the love of the game.
4, 3, 2, 1. Raise that curtain.
It's just that oh wow, that moment where you're just like, everything slows down and you reflect and you're taken away with humility, happiness, and just so grateful.
What do you think your coach did?
Good stuff there. Finally, to that video a little better than the rest from Sunday. It's Bemis' best. Let's roll it. Former San Joaquin Memorial star Jalen Green putting on a show in Houston. 30 points and a couple massive dunks. Green is the first teenager in Rockets history to have a 30-point game. The Rockets still fell to the Celtics by 10, but Green and his dunks do get a coveted spot in Bemis' best. Now, Jalen struggled a little bit in his first 2 games, but busted out in a big way Sunday night, showing why he was the number 2 overall pick. I'm Scott Bemis, and that's a look at sports.
ksee 24 News is brought to you in part by Legends Comics and Games.
Well, this is our new home until the mortgage company that you chose gets the loan closed.
I should have called Country Club Mortgage.
With offices in the Central Valley, your loan will be done quicker and done right. Apply online or call today. Country Club Mortgage.
To be a thriver with metastatic breast cancer means asking for what we want and need, and we need more time. So we want Kisqali. Women are living longer than ever before with Kisqali when taken with an aromatase inhibitor or fulvestrant in postmenopausal women with HR-positive, HER2-negative metastatic breast cancer. Kisqali is a pill that's significantly more effective at delaying disease progression versus an aromatase inhibitor or fulvestrant alone. Kisqali can cause lung problems or an abnormal heartbeat, which can lead to death. It can cause serious skin reactions, liver problems, and low white blood cell counts that may result in severe infections. Tell your doctor right away if you have new or worsening symptoms, including breathing problems, cough, chest pain, a change in your heartbeat, dizziness, yellowing of the skin or eyes, dark urine, tiredness, loss of appetite, abdomen pain, bleeding, bruising, fever, chills, or other symptoms of an infection, a severe or worsening rash, are or plan to become pregnant or breastfeeding. Avoid grapefruit during treatment. Ask your doctor about living longer with Kisqali.
Your health matters to you and ksee 24. That's why 24 years ago, I started Buddy Check 24. I've been honored to meet you, walk with you, and help raise breast cancer awareness. For 24 years, I've listened to your stories of courage and shared important health information. Every month, I'll keep reminding you to call your buddy for life-saving self-exams. Go to yourcentralvalley.com and download our app to receive these alerts. Together, we'll keep saving lives as we celebrate 24 years of Buddy Check 24.
I'm so glad we called Country Club Mortgage.
Honey, we're home. With offices in the Central Valley, your loan will be done quicker and done right. Apply online or call 559-636-3333 today. Country Club Mortgage.
This is ksee.
How about a local violinist? Is the local violinist again hosting his first album signing today at Arte Americas in downtown Fresno. The album is called A Little Night of Music. He also wowed the crowd at the Taco Truck Throwdown 10 at Chick Chansey Park on Saturday with a little cameo with Genuine.
Man, it was so fun being on that stage, and I got a surprise call to play with Genuine at the end of the night. So I got to play Pony with Genuine. That's like the coolest. And so today we're following it up with an album signing.
Contreras, also known as Violin on Fire, went viral during the pandemic with his door-to-door personal serenades in neighborhoods across the Central Valley.
Today's October 24th. It's Buddy Check Day, the day to remind your buddy to check for breast cancer. You, of course, do the same. October is also Breast Cancer Awareness Month, and it's a time to join the effort to help fight a disease that claims lives. There was a fun event in Fresno to do that. Tioga Sequoia Brewing Company opened up its beer garden to the first ever Booze, Boobs and Brews event, a fundraiser for breast cancer awareness. Viviana and Nancy Cisneros own the Naughty Chicks Pretzel Company, and breast cancer has impacted them directly. Nancy's mother died of it 6 years ago, so they organized this event to help fight back.
I'm excited just to see all the people that have come out, so far and showing support.
A good-sized crowd turned out in support of the cause, and there was a raffle, silent auction, with all donations benefiting the Komen Foundation. Organizers are so happy with today's event that they say they're going to do it again next year. Halloween is going to the dogs this year.
Yeah, a Hollywood canine costume with something for every dog lover in all of us.
Here at Quality Furniture, we have our big Halloween sale going on with our huge inventory in stock. Come check us out. Beautiful bedroom set available in queen or king size with a nice storage on the footboard. Also comes with a dresser, mirror, and the nightstand, all for $37 a month. We have this beautiful sectional with 4 power recliners and USB ports to charge your cell phone. Come get this set for $37 a month. We have 5 years with no interest and no money down, with good credit, bad credit, and no credit. We'll get you approved. Come check out our 2 locations in Fresno and Visalia.
Sometimes the littlest things bring the biggest changes. With Kaweah Health by your side, you won't face those changes alone. Our family practice physicians care for every member of your family, developing relationships and getting to know your specific health needs. Because living your best life is about enjoying every moment to the fullest. Kaweah Health Clinics, more than medicine, life.
Bennett's really know how to put their Wi-Fi to work, whether it's work,
Works for me.
schoolwork,
It worked.
or a workout.
I'm working.
They've got Xfinity, which delivers Wi-Fi faster than a gig for all their devices. It's more than enough to keep everyone working. Can your internet do that? This is work. This is hard.
Learn more about gig speed Wi-Fi or get started with Xfinity Internet for $19.99 a month for 12 months. Click, call, or visit a store today.
Okay, this will definitely make you smile as we say goodbye. Some spooky style New York dogs got in the Halloween spirit this weekend for what some claim to be the biggest Halloween costume contest for dogs in the whole world. Hundreds of pups and their owners donned costumes ranging from Spider-Man to the Pope, and they paraded before a lot of spectators. This was the 31st year of the Tompkins Square Halloween Dog Parade.
I wish we knew
Always
which
fun.
costume won.
Yeah, I don't
Yeah,
know. We don't know, but it looked like there were a lot of great ones. And
We're
we
all
had a
gonna
great
need a
storm
raincoat.
coming.
Right, rain's coming in tonight. You're going to need your umbrella tomorrow. I'm saying the high for tomorrow is 60 degrees. It'll end up saying that the high is 67 because that's the temperature that's going to be at midnight tonight, and that's just the way that they do it. But tomorrow's afternoon high temperature, it's going to be 60. So.
All right, well, we're looking forward to that rain whenever it gets here.
Yeah, a little bit later tonight.
Stay safe out there.
You know, one of the best part of being a dad, you didn't finish? Let me have that. No.